Hi guys, sticking to a budget is easier said than done. Most of us struggle sticking to a budget, but the excitement that comes from coming up with a budget, probably not for you, but for me, is so immense. But sticking to a budget might be frustrating. Why is it so hard to stick up to a budget? Probably you don't have the right budgeting method, or rather you do not track your expenses. There are so many things that may entail to our failure to sticking to a budget. So in this video, I would really want to share 6 tips that will help us to stick to our budget. Welcome to this video. So, number 1 to help you to stick to your budget is keep your end goal in mind. What I mean by keeping your end goal in mind is what is the reason, or why is the reason that you started budgeting. You need to ask yourself why. The why will help you to keep on course. So when you understand why you are budgeting, is it because you want to buy a car? Is it because you want to change your house? Is it because you want to give your children a good education? If you visualize the end goal, then you're able to stick to your budget. Look at it, envision it, write it down, put a pictorial vision probably around the house, so that we can remember the reason why you started. So the goal is very important. Why did you start budgeting? It will help you continue to be committed. It will help you to become disciplined, and it will help you to always keep the fire burning in terms of budgeting. Number 2, plan ahead. Most of us come up with a budget in the middle of the month when you're almost running out of your money. No, you should budget before the month starts, before spending that money, before even that money comes into your account. So budget before, plan ahead, look at your month, and look at the things that you want to accomplish in that month. Look at the activities that you are supposed to accomplish that month, and put that in mind. So be able to plan ahead so that you can be able to slot money into that plan. Let not money slot your plans. So budget so that you can give every coin a purpose. Number 2, be realistic and be you. Most of us are very unrealistic when we are coming up with our budgets. We don't put things that reflect us. So the things that reflect us. So what you want to do is look at other months and look at what your spending habits. Look at what you spend your money and try to put that into the budget. If you buy groceries, if you buy groceries, remember to put that in the budget. Don't put things that you do not do. So be realistic in terms of your budget. Different people have different ways of budgeting, and they have different categories in their budgets. There are things that I put in my budget that may not be fit for you, or might not find it enjoying. Some of us just think that when we budget is putting those things that we have never, bucket lists. No, your budget is not your bucket list. Your budget is something that you want to, it's a road map to how you spend your money. It's not bad to put in new activities in terms of entertainment. What I'm saying is that living expenses that you do every day is what you need to slot in your budget. Number 4, make it fun. When I speak about budgeting, some of us have already it's budgeting again. It may look boring to us. Numbers may feel boring. Budgeting every time may feel constant. It may bring some of us, it may produce some anxiety in us, because we feel like budgeting is constraining us. No, make it fun, make it a fun event. You can even call it a fun name so that you cannot spark emotions, bad emotions in your mental health or in your subconscious. You can call it crushing goals plan or securing the bag plan, anything that another friend of mine calls it a baby girl plan. So it's anything that makes it fun. Make the activity fun. Budget when you are in high spirits, budget when you are in the moods. Don't budget in a slacky mood. Don't budget when you are low, because you will kind of hate your budget. So make it fun, call it a fun name so that it can spice the whole budgeting process. Number 5, find the budgeting method that works for you. As I said while beginning, probably you hate budgeting because you are doing it in the wrong method as per your liking. So if there's some of us who like it in hard copy, there are some of us like our budgets in spreadsheets, something they can see. There are some of us prefer financial apps. So different budgeting methods can work for different people, and there are also different types of budgets. There are those who want it to be every penny is budgeted for. There are those of us that prefer percentages. There are those of us that prefer, I've said percentages, which is 50, 30, 20% budget, and the zero based where you want everything, every coin budgeted for. So my method of budgeting might be different for you, and if you probably take up mine, you will find it so hard for you to navigate it. So know, research on which one is your best method, try it out and see which one works for you and adapt that, so that you cannot at the end of the day get stuck because I said this is the best budgeting method for me. Number 6, pay yourself first. So before anything in your budget, you have already come up with your budget and the money has come in. Ensure you pay yourself first. What I mean by paying yourself first, direct your income to savings and your investments accounts before spending or splurging your money. So that one will help you to see yourself grow even in the future, and it will help you have the liking or the desire to even budget more as you see your money grow. So when you throw money into your savings account, you are protecting your future. When you're throwing money into your investment account, you are making your future better by investing and ensuring that your future person will be able to have income and comfortably be able to live within the standards or within the lifestyle that you have built for yourself. So you need to start investing in yourself first. So think as savings and investment as a bill and pay yourself first. The way when money comes in, we first pay your rent, you first pay your rent, you first pay your groceries, you first pay your fuel. Then make it a habit to pay yourself first by paying into your savings and investment accounts, and later your future self will thank you, right? So you need to put in mind that paying yourself first can in other words, can make the budgeting process better, because you will continually see your money grow and you will enjoy it in the future, and therefore your future self will thank you later. So another tip is tip number 7, track your spending. We lose money in our fingertips, or we don't know where money goes because we can't track our spending. We don't know in a day what our money has done for us, or we don't know where you have spent money. probably you have gone there, you have bought some KSL, some sweets. You are in another place, you felt hungry and you bought yourself some sausages, some smokies. You went to another place, you bought some fruits for yourself. Another place, you saw some shoes and bought them. But you cannot put a finger at the end of the week if you do not track your spending. And then at the end of the month, it will even be more difficult to remember where your money, where your 10,000 went, or where you bought something and where your money went. So tracking your spending will help in your budgeting process, because you will be able to know in a nutshell, or in average, how much money you spend in your expenses. So when you know how much you spend in a day, or in a week, in a month, you're able to come up with a solid budget that will not frustrate you. Because if you project 3,000 and probably you spend 10,000 in expenses, you see at the end of the month you can be able to, you are likely to be frustrated on how you're spending. But if you knew beforehand that I spent 10,000 in a month, therefore I can be able to even track my expenses and know in which category can I reduce so that I can save on my coins. So track your spending, track your expenses. With their apps that can help you. You can follow me on Instagram and see some of the apps that I have posted that you can download on your phone and be able to track your spending every day, and it will give you a report in the end of the month. It even gives you in percentages or in charts of how much you spend in which category, and that will help you to come up with a solid budget. So tip number 8 is ensure that you have captured every category, all the categories, especially the entertainment, traveling, gifts to friends. Those are categories that we forget to include. Emergency fund category, where we need a fund to help us in times of emergencies. So such categories, we forget them and we eat into our budget, or some money that we had saved for something else. So that one kinda takes us away from the road of budgeting, or takes away from our budgeting process. So I can advise you that you ensure that you have captured all categories. Again, if you want to know the categories that we oftenly forget to include in our budgets, you can follow me on Instagram at Finance Sarah Adhiambo, so that you can understand those categories that you need to put in our budgets. You can also email me at sarahwanyama522 gmail.com to be able to get a budget tracker for yourself. And these budget trackers you can enable you, or DM me on Instagram so that I can come up with your budget tracker that suits you. Yes, so I can help you in that. But do not forget to capture our categories. Capture entertainment. If you love traveling, then put that in your budget. If you love Netflix, then put it in your budget, so that it can capture that. A budget does not take off or deprive you of the lifestyle that you have. It just wants you to maintain and live below your means, and maintain so that the money you have is the money you spend. You don't spend overboard, and even the money you have, you can be able to spend on things that you love, and also invest in your future self, so that your future self can be able to even enjoy things that they love, and also add into things that they could not afford before. So that's what the budget does. I have given you a bonus of 2. I know you're wondering. I have gone to 8 tips, but I had promised 6 tips. I hope these tips will help you come up with a good budget and stick to your budget. I wish you all the best, and I am rooting for you. So thank you for listening to me, and thank you for joining me on this video. Do not forget to like this video. Don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe and put on your notification bell. Let's meet on the next one. Bye.